Hello and welcome into Leveraging Your Reality, where mindset meets movement. I'm Shavon Camper, your partner in growth as you become a healthier you, a healthier parent, a healthier spouse, and a healthier leader. I like to come into this space talking about real things that people come to me with to work on. Yesterday, I had a client come to me with something that is it's a real struggle for a lot of us in different parts of our lives, both personally and professionally. We are trying so hard to be impressive to others. And in being impressive to others, we also miss out on like our own uniqueness. And the way my client described it was this sense of normal, trying to be normal and trying to fit in. And it's a tricky place because what's normal in many cases where everybody's unique in their own way. There are many common threads that pull us all together. But this concept of normal, I think, is often confused with dominant culture. And when we don't fit in with dominant culture in whatever sense of it is, people start questioning. You could also be ostracized because of it. And that is more of their problem than it is your problem. It's like if you're going on a job interview, right, and you're trying so hard to be impressive, one, they don't get to see who you are. And if they don't get to see who you are, now if they hire you, they didn't really get you. They got some version of you. And it's going to be this pressure to keep up this version of you that has you performing. And then you start performing through career. It's the same in dating. Like be yourself as you're out on the market and getting to know different people, whether it's friendship, whether it's romantic, just build a relationship in general. Like let you stand out because it's easier to be you than it is to perform somebody else. And the people don't have space or tolerance for you, maybe they're just not the people that are meant to be in your life. And maybe that also means that you have less people in your life. And in the theories that I have, it's not such a bad thing because you get to spend more time with your family. You get to spend more time with yourself. You get to spend more time with nature. All of our time doesn't need to be taken up with being surrounded by a whole bunch of people, especially when we tell ourselves that these people are making us perform in order to be around them. It is in order for us to really get to a place of being authentic. It's not just I'm authentic, I'm not authentic. And it's so easy to code switch and live life code switching. And oftentimes, it's real because like in corporate space, it could feel like you have to code switch in order to fit in. It's the only way it works. But I've spoken with clients that are at the director level, that are at the executive levels, the VP levels. And what's interesting is nobody seems to want to play this game, even at the higher levels. But everyone keeps playing it. It's the strangest thing in the world. No one wants to pretend, but we keep pretending, and it creates this illusion that people must pretend in order to be successful in life and career. There's only one of you in that was created in this world, just one. And if you go pretending to be someone else, we never get to see that unique version of you. So I really challenge all of you to just practice being yourself, being your authentic self, and not just when you're alone, also when you are around other people. And self-acceptance is a big part of this. Remember, I always talk about like, hey, we want to make change from the inside out, not the outside in. So getting people to like and accept you doesn't mean that you'll like and accept you more. No, as you like and accept you more, other people will like and accept you. You know what it makes me think about? It makes me think about ball players. You get a lot of ball players, like they each have their own swag. Like baseball players have a certain type of swag. Basketball players have a certain type of swag. And then I think there are swags that we overlook. Like We may not even call it swags, but nerds have a vibe about them. It may not exactly be swag, but it's some type of vibe. And when they're ashamed of their nerdiness, it makes it look weird. It makes it look strange. But when they own their nerdiness, it's like, oh, that's just the nerd. Like that's just who they are. That's what they are. It's cool. Like it's not a big deal. But when somebody's trying to do swag, I mean, the first thought is like, please stop. Be yourself. So I want to give you all some tips on practicing being yourself. I think a first step here is to look at the moments in which you're pretending or putting up a mask or code switching, whatever you want to call it, and really get an understanding of those moments that you tend to switch. Question, why am I switching? Why am I doing it different? To just get deeper understanding about you. The more understanding you have about you, the better. And then it's this place of, hey, this part of me that I'm switching around, how come I'm not willing to accept it? What about me? Don't worry about them not accepting it. You actually don't know if they accept it or not because they didn't get a chance to experience it. So really take that step back. Why won't I accept this part of me? What's so wrong with this part of me that it can't show up? And I think there are times where we may have to, like the light switch that dims. There are times we may have to turn certain parts of us down depending on the location. Like you don't go to church acting like you're in a park. It's just not appropriate for the setting. That's different. Like taming how much of your energy you exert at one time is different from trying to morph your energy. So keep that in mind. Like it's okay to have higher energy or lower energy. I think where that problem comes in is where we start trying to make the energy that we have something that it's not. Another tip in being more of yourself is just accepting that everyone's not going to like you. That's a really hard one to be with. It's like everybody is not going to want to be your friend. Everybody is not going to want to hang out. Everybody's not going to want to invite you to their birthday party. It's cool. That's okay. One time I had one of my friends call me and she was like, "Hey, I didn't pick up your call because I know when we get on the phone, we get on the phone for a long time. Like we have some deep conversations." Listen, when people already know I'm not good at surface level conversations. I actually suck at it. And I've tried it and I'm not good at it. And I have about like a minute and a half capacity for a surface level conversation before I start asking deep conversations. And for so long, I really tried to be surface, but that's not who I am. If you accept me for being surface, I'm going to have to keep that up, that surface level type conversation with you. So it's real. Like the more you are you, the more people get capacity for adjusting to who you are. Like the people that I'm around, like they understand that I ask deep questions. And I explain to people sometimes, like, hey, just to let you know, like byproduct of the work that I do and who I am, I ask really deep questions. If I ever ask a question that you're not comfortable with, it is okay to say, I don't want to answer this. And I'm just giving them the precursor of like, hey, I'm not trying to be nosy. I just curious about people. And that's it. Like if you're a person and you know sometimes like, hey, I take a long time to respond when people ask me a question. I need time to think about it. Let people know. Like I need time to think about it. So they don't mistake your silence for something else. So like maybe you don't want to be involved. And that's a tip in itself right there is introduce people to who you are. Like, hey, if you ever see me laughing at a weird moment, just know I laugh when I get nervous. That's good information for people to know. So when you start laughing at a random part where it seems like laughing is not appropriate, they could look at you and say, "Oh, so you're nervous?" And you could go, "Yes, I am so nervous." But I really encourage all of you to keep being yourself. As a parent too, so often we tell our kids what to do. Hey, do this, try that, be you. But then when they look at us and they see us in the different scenarios, they don't see us being ourselves. We're not modeling authenticity for them. So I challenge you to model authenticity, whether you are a parent, whether you're a leader, you're a spouse, like be you, allow you to take up space. If you like reading a certain type of books, find other people that like reading those same type of books too. You like listening to certain type of music, find other people that like listening to that type of music. Something like I don't curse. And I haven't, I just choose, I'm not a cursor. And it's so interesting. I never tell people not to curse around me. That's their mouth. It's how they choose to use it. Like, it's their thing. But what I find is most people make a hard effort not to curse around me. And when they curse, they like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. And I'm like, okay. But I always think to myself, man, I never told anyone not to curse around me. I was just being me. And then they don't feel comfortable cursing around me, so they don't. And if they do, I don't tell them not to. I think it's this thing of the more you're you, the more people make adjustments for you to take up space, and you allow other people to take up their own space too. Remember, growth isn't always easy, but when you're doing it in partnership with others, it becomes a lot more possible. If you like this content, be sure to subscribe and share it with someone who needs the message. We don't grow alone, we grow together. Until next time, keep showing up and keep leveraging your reality.